Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live mock interview DSA session with Geeks for Geeks. Today we have Rajat, who graduated from VIT in the year 2018 from Electronics and Communication branch, and he's been working with LAM research for more than 2 years now. And his position is software engineer too. So he would be interviewed by Geeks for Geeks mentor Siddharth, who is ACM ICPC Regionalist 20, and we are very excited for this session. So please let me know if I'm audible to you in the comments, and I just want to make sure that there is no technical glitch. So yes, waiting for some more comments and few more people to join in so that we can quickly start the session. Okay, I'm sort of yes, audible. Great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So without further ado, I'll quickly introduce Siddharth and Rajat to the session, and then we can get started. Hi, Siddharth. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, Rajat.
Hi, I'm good.
Yeah. Siddharth, you can move ahead now and take on the session from here. And I'll just exit from the screen.
Okay, for sure. Hi, Rajat.
Hi, Siddharth.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? How's it going?
Fine. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
So yeah, as introduced, I'm from VIT Vellore. I completed my BTech in 2018 from ECA. And when I was in college, I used to do hacker rank, and like I was not into lead code and all that. And yeah, I got job in LAM research as a software engineer.
Okay.
And like initial role was to work on C and C++. And then I later moved to Smalltalk. It's a different language. So
Okay.
right now I'm working on Smalltalk, and like yeah, so that's about me. So now I have
Okay.
started again on the lead code and Geek for Geeks. So yeah,
Okay. So, we are about to start with the DSA round. Are you excited enough?
yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. So, let's start.
Okay,
Okay. So, at first, can you please share your screen
I think it's
so that
sharing.
and we would confirm that your screen is visible enough? Then we would start right away.
Yeah, I'm sharing it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's visible. Okay.
Okay,
So the question is like this: can you make it full screen so that everyone would have a better view? F11.
yeah,
Yeah, good to go. Thank you. Okay. So you are given an array of
mm,
n integers. Okay,
mm.
and for each number, you need to tell the next greater element on the right hand side. Okay.
Okay.
Did
Mm.
you get the question, or should I repeat?
I'll just repeat it if you can confirm if it is correct or not.
Okay. 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 For sure.
So so like I am given an array, and for every element, I need to find what is the next greater element, right?
Yeah. And the
Immediate next greater.
element which is not having the next greater element, you need
Mm.
to print minus 1.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. Yeah,
Should I give you a test case, or you are good to go?
yeah. You can give me an example. I'll just go with
Okay.
that.
Okay. Like if you are given a number like 5, 3, 4, 1, you can type, yeah,
Okay.
5, 3, 4, 1. So
Mm.
as you can see that 5 next greater element on the right hand side is nothing. So it would
Nothing.
have for 5 it would be minus 1.
Minus one.
For
Okay.
3 it would be 4. For
Mm.
4 it would be minus 1. And for 1 it would be again minus 1.
Okay.
Am I clear with this?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So
You can just
what I
comment
could.
it. You can just comment it and you can code on the upper part. And first you need to tell me your approach. And if I'm impressed enough, at the end you need to implement it.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, like what I'm thinking is, it's a like if it is 5, so I'll just store it in some variable, or like I'll just store that 5, and I'll just try to see if anything. I'll just start with the next element, and I'll just see if anything is greater than 5. If I
Okay.
find just like if I find anything just greater than 5, I'll just store it in my result array, like
Okay.
some array, and just break out of the loop.
Okay.
So
And how do you intend to iterate on the whole of the array? Okay, you
from the
would store
beginning.
it where? You would store the numbers, the elements.
Hmm.
Suppose you have the first element is 5 itself. So how
Hmm.
do you intend to store this element? Where do you intend to store this element?
So in some variable like 5, I can store it in some let's say the current, like I will have a for loop, right? So
Okay,
there
okay,
I
okay.
can just use the outer for loop I can use to just iterate
Okay.
through the elements, and the inner for loop I can just iterate from the next element. And
Okay,
the
okay.
once I find the next, immediately like after that, whichever element is greater, I'll just take it in the result array, and that will
Okay.
store it.
Okay. So two nested loops, okay?
Yeah,
As far
two
as
next.
yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what would be the time complexity? What would be the time complexity of this?
Okay. So I will take the worst case. So basically, if the order is decreasing, so in that case, for every element, I have to traverse the whole array. Like the remaining elements, I have to traverse to get the next greater, and I will not find it. So basically, it will be kind of traversing twice. So it will be O of n square.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can you optimize upon this?
So so here optimization. Okay. Mm, like we cannot sort it because anyways the order will get
Yeah.
disturbed. So sorting is not an option. Mm, okay. Hmm. Can we use a stack or something here? Like any data structure like that?
Yeah.
Like I,
Yeah.
okay, it's
Yeah.
a wrong question to
Yeah.
ask this.
Yeah. 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 You can take help of any data structure. No problem.
Okay. Uh, okay. So
Yeah.
what I was thinking is, I will use a stack.
Okay.
So what I will do is I will store the first element to the stack.
Okay.
Let's say I have a stack here.
Okay.
Stack. I will store 5 here
Okay.
in the
Good
stack,
to know.
and then what I will do is I'll just move forward in the array, and I'll just see if the next, like the here it is 3, right? So
Okay.
I'll just see if 3 is greater than 5 or not.
Okay.
So if 3 is greater than 5, that means for 5, that element is the next greater element.
Okay.
So right now I have 3, so it's not a greater element than 5. So I'll just push it into the stack.
Okay.
So now I got 4, right?
Okay.
So 4, I'll just see if 4 is greater than 3.
Okay.
So yes, 4 is
So
greater than 3. So
okay.
for 3, I can just say for 3, 4 would be my answer.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll
Keep
just,
writing the. Yeah.
yeah, I'll just remove the 4, 3 from
Okay.
here. And I will
Uh,
just check again now. 5 is greater than, is 5 greater than 4?
okay.
So, sorry, is 4 greater than 5? So 4 is
Yeah.
not greater than 5. That means I
Okay.
have to push it to the stack.
Okay.
And now I have 1.
Okay.
So 1 is also not greater than 4 and 5. So I'll just push 1 also. So
Okay.
now I don't have any elements left. So I'll just, for whatever element left, it will be -1. The answer will be -1.
Okay. So tell me the for the other element. So the first
Mhm,
answer, the answer would, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. So the
mhm,
first answer would be the 3, 4, and then
mhm.
for all the others, it would be -1.
-1, yeah.
Yeah. So the order is not same as it is given in the input.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me how can we print it in the same order as it is given?
Yeah. So for that, what I can do is I can store the index as well. Like I'll just store the index, and if I find any result, I'll just go to that index and put the result. And finally, I will just print the result array, which I have it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would store the index. Can
Index
you
as well.
please implement the solution? Just a
So
pseudocode.
okay.
Just a pseudocode. You don't need to
So
initialize the stacks and all. Just the
mhm,
normal. The only the loop part.
okay. So
Yeah.
step one, I would say, would be
Yeah.
to check
No,
if
just write the for loop part. I already
only the
know
for
that
loop you want. Okay. Okay. Got it.
yeah, there is already an array which is the input is complete. You have already initialized a step. Now how do you and the size of the array is n.
Okay.
Okay. Just the for loop part.
Yeah. So so I have a stack also. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's already no that you have already initialized a step.
so I'll initialize stack of pair basically because I need
Okay.
uh
Stack of pair.
let's say S. Okay.
Okay.
So what I will do is first thing is I will just check uh, if my current one second yeah, if my current element is um, greater than stack of sorry s of s dot top dot second. Okay, if it is greater, then I'm going to just do result is by vector, so I'll just
Okay. Okay.
use pushback. Uh, okay, let it not be a vector. I'll just take as array. So it would be dot top of first, which is equal to my array of I.
Okay.
So this thing I'm doing, and
So what you are basically doing is, as far if I am not wrong, you are
hmm,
just hashing the values.
hmm,
You are
yeah,
hashing the values of the res array. Okay.
Raster is a kind of hash kind
Yeah.
of thing I'm
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You have already initialized with my minus and you are now doing it. Okay. Am I
Yeah,
clear?
yeah.
Okay. So now suppose the range of the elements of the array is from 0 to
Hmm,
10 to the power 12. What would you do? Or 10 to the power 9. Let's keep it inside int only.
hmm.
Suppose the value, suppose the value is from 0 to 10 to the power 9. How would you do that?
So 0 to 10 to the power 7, 9 you're saying.
10 to the power 9. The
I mean,
value
you
of
can,
elements.
the value of the arrays you're saying, right?
The value
So
of
we
the
can use
elements of the
the,
array.
yeah, yeah. So we can use the same approach, right? Because we are using int, so int can accompany up to 10 power 9. So
Okay. So,
yeah, I mean, we can use the same logic.
okay. So if the value of the
Hmm,
elements is from 10 to the power 12, Sorry, yeah, 10 to the power 12. What you
Mm.
do in that case?
I have to use int only for that case. I can't use long, you're saying?
No, no, you can use long. You have the whole liberty.
Yeah, I can go with long then for that
Okay.
case. Yeah.
So you would make an array of what size? Res array would be of what size?
I mean, size constraint. What is the constraint for the size? I mean,
Okay, I would be repeating my question.
okay.
You are given an array of n elements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the value of the elements of the array is
Mm.
from 0 to 10 to the power 12. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
so at first you told that you would be doing it in stack. Now I told that you need to print it in the same order. Okay, you
Mm.
need to preserve the order. Okay,
Mm.
you were using hashing. Okay,
Mm.
now I
Mm.
have increased the value of the elements. How would you now intend to solve this problem?
Okay.
Okay,
No, I'm using hashing on the index, not on the value, basically. I mean,
hashing.
I mean how I'm doing it is
Yeah.
result result will be of
Okay.
same size as of the array, and I'm just initializing it with -1. Like
Okay. Okay.
so, because I'm storing this index as well. So when I get the
Okay.
answer, I'll just go to that index and put the answer.
Okay. So the first would be the index, and the second would be the
Second
value
will the
itself.
value. Yeah. So
Okay.
for with the
Okay.
value, I will be comparing, but with the index, I will be putting into the right place
Okay.
the result.
Can you please complete this for loop?
Okay. Mm, mm, mm. So I'm storing the result with array of I,
Yeah.
and otherwise I will just push the index and array of I. So this I would do, and there will be a while loop here inside. Uh, so I'll just keep on checking this. If test.empty, then I will keep on do it,
Okay.
and I'll pop as well below. So this I will do, and one more thing is I'll just check if stack is empty. Then anyways I have to push it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
if this is the case, then I'm going to go inside the loop, and uh, stack is not empty. I'll just check for top element first. Sorry, not first, second. No, yeah, sorry.
It would be first only because at first
Yeah,
we are
yeah,
storing
yeah.
the
First
index.
is the index, so first I will store that,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll pop it, and otherwise I will just push it. Yeah, this will be the logic, I would say.
Okay. Is this
Mm.
clear?
Yeah.
You are missing something. Can you please check once again? Just think about updation of the stack.
Okay. I just have to. Okay, I got it. So at the end, I'll have to just see if for the remaining value I have to see,
Yeah.
not start empty.
Yeah. Okay. I understood. You don't need to implement that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
the
one
remaining
more thing
element
in
I'll
the
just.
yeah one
Yeah.
more thing in the for loop it is missing. It is missing on the for loop. Should I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Okay, it is missing in the if part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I need to push that element at the last.
yeah. Absolutely correct. Okay, you don't need to do that. It's clear.
So whatever the element, I need to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
that.
Make pair and that's all. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so good to go.
yeah,
Should we move to the next question?
yeah.
Okay, we are moving on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is that you are. Can you please clear the screen? Just remove all the writings you have done, and I would be giving you the question, and you can just write it down if you want, or else it is an easy question. So no problem.
Mm.
Okay, so you are given an sorted array, and
Okay,
you need to tell the first and the last occurrence of a particular element. And the sorted array can contain duplicate elements. If you want, I can repeat the question.
okay. I'll just repeat it. Just confirm if it is correct. So I'm given a sorted array,
Okay,
and there will be some repeated elements as well in that.
okay.
So I need to find what is the
I
first
would be
occurrence and
giving
what is
you
the,
a, yeah,
yeah, you some element you will give me, and I have to find what is the first occurrence of that and the last occurrence of that in that sorted array.
yeah.
Okay, and if it is not found,
If it is not found, you need to just write minus one.
okay, okay, uh,
First occurrence separated by a space with the last
mhm,
occurrence. If that element does not exist, then you can simply write minus one.
okay. So can you give me any uh, test
Test
case?
case? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, I would be telling the test case, just write it down.
Mm,
2,
mm,
2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, okay, and then 7, 8, 8, okay, 7, 8, 8. And if this is 1, just just a sec, just a sec, okay. So if this is 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, yeah, good to go. So what you suppose I give the element that is given is 5 itself,
okay. So you're saying,
just like x is equals to 5.
okay,
X is equals to, right? For this, the answer would be from 3 and 5. The first occurrence
okay.
separated by the last occurrence, which is 5.
It will be
Okay,
0,
okay,
1, 2,
okay.
3,
You write,
4, 5,
wrote one more
6.
3.
4 and
No
6, right?
problem. Just, yeah.
4 and
Just
6.
write accordingly.
Okay,
5, 6. 5, 6, 7. Okay. You wrote
okay,
one more extra 3. One more extra 2. Yeah. One more extra 2.
okay. I'll
One more.
just
No problem, no problem. You can write accordingly.
okay. I'll
The
just
main
have one
motive
more
is to
extra.
make you understand the
Mhm,
question.
mhm. Okay. So like I'll just write the answer as well for this.
Okay.
Just for this. So it will be 4 and 6.
Yeah.
So
It would be, it would not be 4 and 6. 1,
0, 1, 2,
5,
3, 4,
5
5,
and
6.
7.
So you want me from this, like from this 3 to
5,
this
5, 5.
5?
The first occurrence of the first occurrence and the last occurrence. And it is one indexed.
Oh, it is one index you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
one indexed.
Then it will be 5 and 7, right?
Yeah, 5 and 7. Yeah. That's the
Okay.
case. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you tell me how do you intend to solve this problem?
Okay. So what I will do first is I'll just uh, iterate through the array and search for 5. So the
Okay.
first instant I get 5, I'll just store it as a first instance,
Okay.
and then I'll move forward, and I'll
Yeah.
just check uh, till the point where it is not 5.
Okay.
So when it is not 5, just the previous index will be my last occurrence. So that I will store it as a last occurrence and then return those two values.
Okay. Now, tell me what would be the time complexity of this?
So it will be O of n because I'm just iterating only once the whole array.
Okay. So how can
Yeah.
you improve upon this?
Okay. So since it is a sorted array, so I think we can use binary search approach here.
Okay.
So okay. So how we'll use that is okay. So what I can do is uh, I'll just use the binary search approach.
Okay.
So let's say the size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And
7,
size
10,
n.
right? So yeah, so here the size is 10. So I'll just go to the mid of it. So I'll just check if the mid value is equal to the value I have to search, that is 5. So if it is equal, that means it might be my answer.
Okay. It would be which answer? First occurrence or the last
First
occurrence?
occurrence. Like here I'm talking about first occurrence. So
Okay.
that
You
might
were
be my
talking
first
about first.
occurrence.
Okay.
So I'll just store that one.
Okay.
And since it is equal to 5, I know that another 5 can occur before this 5
On the left hand side or on the
on the
right hand
left hand
side?
side. On the left hand side,
Okay. Okay.
because I'm looking for the first occurrence, so that is why I'm going for the left hand side.
Okay.
Because if I got 5, that means first occurrence will can occur before this 5.
Okay.
So I'll just go to the left of this part. So here
Okay.
like it will be this array,
Okay.
and then from from this again I will calculate. I will check for mid,
Okay.
and now it is actually smaller than 5.
Yeah.
So I'll go to the right side because it is smaller than 5.
Okay.
And then
Understood. How would you check for the last occurrence?
okay, so for the last occurrence, what I can do is the same logic, but here when it is equal to 5, instead of
Yeah.
going to the left side, I'll go to the right side
Okay.
and store the index as well. When I'm going to the right side, just store the index as well and go to the right side and see if I can find another 5 there. If I find
Okay.
another 5 there, I just store that index as well, and the final will be the answer. Like so, this I
Okay.
can do in separate loops, like separate things, like separate binary search. So
Okay.
overall, it will be log n plus log n, that is log n.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you please implement this? Given that it is an array sorted of size n and the array name is A or ARR, anything you can take according to your convenience.
Okay. And size is n, right? Okay.
Yeah, size is n.
So I'll just normal do a while loop. For that, first I will just have low as 0 and high as my and minus 1,
Okay.
and low till I have to just iterate till low and high are doesn't
Low
cross
is
each other.
less than. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking equal to case because inside I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
just have different logic. So in I'll find the mid, that will be uh, low plus high minus low by 2, and then I will check if uh, if my array of mid, this is for actually finding the first occurrence.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just
So
write first. Yeah, it is good to go.
this one I will just do uh, if mid is greater than or equal to my x, then first is the first occurrence. So I'm just storing that mid value, and I'm storing the mid value, and then I'm going to uh, last will become okay. One second. And low is equal to mid plus 1. So this way I'll get the after this what will be the first whatever the first value, that will be my first occurrence.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay, so that's how I'll calculate the
first step. Yeah, yeah.
first
Don't you
one,
don't
and
need to
same way
copy.
I'll just
Just
change the sign for the,
yeah,
like
just
I'll
keep it
just
for the first occurrence, and it is good to go. You just change the condition to that side. You would move to that side. No?
yeah.
Yeah, it is quite well understood. So, can you please check the answer for x is equals to 10?
Mhm.
Can you please check the answer
Okay, for
for
okay, yeah, I just need to, okay,
no,
if
no,
the
don't
answer,
append x, just change the value of x.
yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you tell me a result of your code?
yeah, I need to handle that one also. Okay, so at yeah, I'll just initialize first and last with -1.
Okay.
So if it is, because 10, for in my case 10 will always be greater. So it will always
Okay.
go to else part, so it will never go to if part, so my first will never update. So at the end
Okay.
I'll just return uh, the default values of first, and
Okay.
that is -1.
What would be the case if it is x value is -1?
Okay, so I think I should ask for the range of values. So like whatever is the range, I think if it
No,
is
no.
-1, then I can't
X
think of
range.
any.
So the array is sorted,
Hmm.
and the range of elements is from 0 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, range of the elements of the array,
Okay, okay,
and the value of x can be from -10 to the power 5 to positive 10 to the power 5.
okay.
X
So x
value
can,
can be.
x value is okay. X value range is all integers.
Yeah.
This is all. Okay. Uh,
What you do with that in that case?
so in that case,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just put a condition in the beginning. Like I'll just check if it is any negative value, return -1. Simply don't do anything. Just like
Okay.
take it as a separate case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose the array is, now change the array. Can you please change
Okay.
the array? Go to the this case. Yeah. Suppose the value of the array is 3, 5, 5, 8, and 12.
3, 5, 5, 8, and
3, 5,
12.
5, 3, double 5, 8, and 12. You have written 3 two times. Yeah. Just remove 1 3 from the second position. Yeah, it is good to go. And the n here is 5 itself. Change the value of n also, write the value of n also. So that it would be more clear to the people. n is
And
equals to n is equals to 5. You
okay.
have written -5. Yeah. And
Yeah.
x is equals to 1.
Okay.
Now what would you do in that case? What would be your output for the first occurrence?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Can you tell me?
Okay, then I just modify the earlier condition which I was checking for 0. I'll just check for first element.
First element. Which would be the
I
first
mean,
element?
I mean, first element is 3, right?
Yeah.
So if any value comes before 3,
Okay.
that my first occurrence will be -1. If any value
Okay.
comes after 12, then the last occurrence is going to be -1.
Okay. Good to go.
First and last
Now,
both. Yeah.
now tell me, what would be the value if x is changed to 4?
X is 4.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think mm,
You have already put two conditions. Yeah, you have modified one condition. Sorry. You have already modified one
mm,
condition that you would check for the first range and the last range, if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you
So
tell
if
me
any
what would
4
be the output for the number which won't exist, and it would be in the range
in
only,
the range. Okay.
within the range, but it won't exist in the array, to be specific.
Mm, expressing that. Okay. So I just missed one condition here. If x array of mid, if it is equal to x, then only I need to update it.
Yeah, yeah. Is it good to go?
Yeah.
Did you understood your mistake?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now we would move to the last question.
Okay. I'll just remove
Can you
this.
please clear the screen? Yeah. You are given an array of n elements. Okay. Take
Hmm.
the same array, that is 3, double 5, 8, and 12.
Hmm.
Okay. And the size of the array is n. Okay.
Okay.
Size of the array is n. And then you need to report the minimum of minimum in the range from L to R. What would be L to R? L to R would be one indexed value. Okay.
Hmm.
I would be giving you an example so that you are clear and the audience is also clear. Okay. Now, suppose L and R values are 1 and 3 itself.
Okay. I'll
1
just
and
write
3.
that.
And you need to report the minimum 1 and 3. Okay. Yeah. It is one indexed. Okay. It is one indexed. And you need to report the minimum. Okay.
Hmm.
So the minimum value from 1 to index 3 is 3 itself on the first index.
Hmm.
Am I clear with this? And
Yeah.
the array might or might not be sorted.
Okay.
Okay. And you are given Q queries. Okay.
Okay. I'm
Now I
given
will be
two
telling you
queries.
the constraint. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
The value of the elements would be from 0 to 10 to the power 5. 0 to 10 to the power 5. Yeah. 10 to the power 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Good to go. And the size of the array would be from 0 to 10 to the power 6.
Okay.
Okay. And now the number of queries, okay, the
Hmm.
number of queries would be from
Hmm.
0 to 10 to the power 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. So like the simple thing what I can think of is
Yeah.
I the L and R will be given, right? So I'll just loop through from that. Uh, I'll just iterate from left to the right, left
Okay.
and left to right, and just see what is the minimum and return that answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but since
So
it is Q
would be
queries,
yeah. So what would be the time complexity of this?
yeah. So since there are Q queries, so if I assume worst case like there all the queries are from first and last, LNR is first and last. So it's going to be every time I have to loop through all the elements. So it will be Q into number of elements.
Okay.
So it will be that much in this
NQ.
case. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is one way.
Yeah. Now, how can you optimize upon this?
Hmm. So this is not this is unsorted. Array is given unsorted. So can't use any binary search.
Yeah.
Mm, so if somehow I can store, but I think that will also take time. Like I just thinking like we can iterate through it once and store uh, kind of a table method. We can just store left and right, and for that left and right we can. Uh,
Okay. How would you do that? Just a little bit. Can you a little bit elaborate upon this?
okay. Okay. Can I use DP?
Okay. How can you? How would you sleepy upon this?
Like if I create a table like this, mm, like let's say this will be my values. Um, Left is one, right is one. I'll just do this will be my left. Just this will be my right. So if it is 1 1, I'll do this. If left is 1 and right is this, I'm going to. So this way, like I can fill the table, but I'm thinking of the time complexity.
Yeah.
Like I can just fill the table, and then whenever there's a query, I'll just go to the table and query from the table and get the answer.
Okay.
So
What would be the time complexity?
okay, mm, yeah, it will be n square because if I fix this as a L and then I will go through all the elements for the right. Like I have to have two loops for that. Uh,
Yeah.
One will be to fix the I and like left, and one is to fix the right.
Yeah,
So for every right and left, I'll just store the value. So it is going to be n square,
yeah,
not going to have.
yeah.
Okay. If I
The array is not sorted. The array might or might not be sorted.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even sort it because it will change the order.
Yeah.
So like I could think of segment tree because I need to check for range here.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how to implement that.
Okay. You don't need to actually implement segmentary because that would take a lot of time.
Hmm.
So, can you tell me what would be the just the build logic? Build logic. After that, I would ask you the query logic. Just the build logic would do.
Okay, the building the segment tree you're saying?
Yeah, just the building part. Query part is different, but just how do you think that you would be able to, just the logic.
Hmm. Okay.
I would repeat the question for the audience, okay? Just
Yeah.
for the audience while you are thinking. You can keep me on mute if you want. Okay, you are given an array which is not necessarily sorted, and the size of the array is from 0 to 10 to the power 5, and then you are given q queries, and q's range is from 0 to 10 to the power 5, and in each query you would be given one indexed position, and you need to report the minimum. Need to report the minimum in that range from L to R.
Like I'm not able to think like how to put it in a tree.
Okay,
I mean, the leaves will be the element I know, but will be the things.
just think it that way. Try to think recursively. The smallest thing that you would be able to solve easily in constant time. I'm giving you proper hints. Just try to think of the smallest thing which you
Okay,
can
so
calculate just recursively.
so it will be I 1 1 or like the same values will be the smallest interval, like 1 1 or 2 2 or 3 3 maybe.
Yeah. So
So
suppose the value is 4, and suppose the 4 and 5 would be in that case. You don't need to report the index. You just need to report the element.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
If you want, I can give you hints at each position. If you think that you are going blind, then you can just ask me.
Like if the interval is increased, my tree should be able to give the answer.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
I'm saying like if the tree, if the interval is increased
Yeah,
with the values on the segment tree, I should be able to give the answer.
if the interval
Uh,
is increased.
yeah, I mean like
Can you,
the interval is right now 0, I guess. So if it is, let's say, 1, 2,
yeah,
so like my segment tree should be able to give it that answer.
okay,
But like how to build that, I'm not very sure. Like I would
okay.
require some hint here.
Try to think in terms of tree, not in terms of the given array.
Okay.
Try to think in terms of tree. Suppose you have already built the leaves of the tree. As you
Mm,
told, as you
mm,
told that the leaves would be the values, okay?
mm,
Now try to think how would you update the middle leaves, okay? The middle one.
mm, mm, mm.
Just think the second level. From the bottom, just think about the second.
Okay. So
Just
second level will be like the minimum of the two values.
yeah,
So that way
yeah,
I can build the tree.
okay,
And the topmost, okay, that will be a heap basically, like heap kind of, not heap. No, no, sorry. Forget that. It like topmost will have the minimum value.
yeah, yeah,
So it
you're
will be
going correct.
3.
How would you build the middle one, the
So,
intermediate one?
okay, I'll just try to build that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
3,
just visualize the thing.
5.
It would be easy.
Yeah. So this will be my 3.
Yeah,
This will be 5. 5, 8. Okay.
yeah,
5. It will be 3. This will be 5. Okay. And this will be 3. So it will be something
okay,
like this.
okay. So, do you think this is absolutely correct? Just have a cross check. Do a cross check of this.
Okay. For these two elements, this will be. Oh, sorry. I just missed it. So it will be 12 here. Okay. It will be 3 here and 12 here. And there will be 3 here. It will be like this.
Okay,
This 12, 12, and yeah, it will be
yeah,
like this.
okay. Can you please scroll the screen a little bit
Okay.
and please increase the size of the text? Okay, good to go. Now everyone can see, I suppose. Okay, now tell me how would you report the minimum, the query part? How would you handle
Mm,
that query?
okay. Mm, 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 mm.
Do you want me to give hints?
Yeah.
Okay, just try to minimize the calculation, the range. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
try to take the range which is already calculated. Try some test cases.
Okay. Like trivial cases you want to add? Let me try.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just one and
Like
three. Yeah. Go with the one and three, and it would be good to go. And you would get that approach.
1 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, indexed 1 and 3. It is 1 indexed. 3, 5, 5. The first three.
Okay. If I do it, okay. Okay, I'll just try to search for. Okay,
Yeah,
index is given, right? So index is 1, right? So I'll just try to go to the leaf of 3,
yeah.
and that root, if I return, that will be the minimum. No, that will not be the minimum. Okay, 3 is this one. Okay.
Try to make use of the roots.
Okay. The root is 3, and my element is also 3.
Try to take the help of parents.
Oh, sorry.
Do you need any hint?
Yeah, you were saying,
Okay.
right? Need to take the help of the root.
Yeah, just think that the range which is already the minimum of a particular range which is already calculated, you don't need to go to the children of that range. Just think in that way. Things which are already
Okay.
pre-calculated, do not again calculate them.
hmm So if I am at 3 and okay, okay, I'll just copy the array here. Oh, okay, so my element is 3. Left element is 3. If the root is itself 3, that means that should be my answer, I guess. If I take range as 2, so this is not 5, this is not 5, this is 5. So uh,
Do you want any hints?
yeah.
Okay. So, so thing is that you need
Hmm.
to. Can I reveal the answer? Are you done with the question? Uh,
Yeah, I think you can
okay.
reveal
So
the
I am
answer.
telling you the solution.
Hmm.
Okay. The thing is that you would start from the top itself. Okay.
Okay.
So normally we would do from the whatever you want, and
Hmm.
the range which is not, which is outside the range which is
Hmm.
outside the range we want, we would just skip that part. Okay, am
Okay.
I clear? Okay, suppose the
Hmm.
value is 3 5. Okay, so that the 5 and 8, suppose the range is 1 2 3 yeah, 4 and 5. Okay, suppose the range is 4 and 5, suppose. Okay, so
Hmm.
the range which is not in our answer which is not required, we would just skip
mm,
the part and we would won't go in that direction, and
okay.
we would go to the direction. Now, when we encounter a range which is inside our range, like
Mm,
suppose the range 1 and range 2, which is inside our range of 1 and 3. Okay,
mm,
did you get my question?
mm, yeah.
Yeah. So we would take the value of it recursively and we would compare it with the external third value. Okay, third value.
Okay.
We would take the minimum of 1 and 2, which is already calculated, and
Mm,
we would do the minimum from the third value. So am I clear?
okay. Like we'll just take an example. Let's say it's 2 and 3 is there. So left and
Suppose
right
it
has
is
given.
1 and 3.
Okay, 1 and 3. Okay.
It
Mm,
is 1 and 3.
mm,
Okay. So
mm,
we would start from the top itself.
okay.
Okay, and we would take out the minimum and we would go right hand or left hand. Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
So now we would see that if the range is inside that range, just do recursively. Okay, if you
so you
had
are
written that,
including
I
this
could
range.
have told you
This,
how to visualize recursively, but as
mm,
you have just built the array, I can just say you only verbally.
okay.
So the thing is that you recursively you would traverse all the tree.
Mm,
Suppose you went to the parent of the second level of the third from the top bottom second level,
okay.
bottom second level first level.
Mm,
So this is inside our range.
mm,
This calculates the value from where to where, 1 and 2, from 1 to
mm,
2.
mm, mm.
So this would contribute to our answer.
Yeah.
So we would take that value. Okay,
Okay.
and
Mm,
now the leaves. Now we would go to the again bottom. We had started from the top and now we are going to the bottom. And
mm,
now we won't go inside that left hand side because that is already used. The parent is
mm,
already used. So the
mm,
parent which is already used, we won't be traversing now. Now the
mm,
right hand side, which is the external element, that is the 5, that is 3. I'm calling it the external element, but this is just the leaves.
mm.
For okay, I would take the value 5 and I
Okay.
would do a minimum of 3 and 5 and it would return me the value.
Okay. So this 5 you will take, and
Yeah,
this 3 and 5.
yeah.
Okay.
This 5 and the bottommost third 5 and the second from the bottom, the first 3 we would take.
Mm.
Am I clear with this?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
How would you tell? Okay. So how do you think?
Yeah, it was good. The segmentary thing I was not aware because I just have heard it like where to use it, but I have never used
Okay.
it. So yeah, it was good actually.
Okay. Now it's time for feedbacks. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The thing is that you are a very quick problem solver, I must say, and
Okay.
you have performed quite well.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that you sometimes you miss some edge cases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would tell you the points where you were missing the edge cases. Okay,
Okay.
the first point where you were missing the edge cases were, I would tell you the things which I remember. Okay, it might be
Mm-hmm.
the case that I'm missing something, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you which were most prominent in your interview, and it
Mm-hmm.
might be the case that the interviewer might be remembering this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the first thing is that you weren't checking if the stack is empty or not.
Okay. Mm. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you at first you compare the top element of the stack, the first thing that you should always do is you should check if the stack is empty or not.
Mm.
Okay, am I clear
Yeah.
with this?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for the second prominent mistake which you were doing. Okay, the second prominent mistake was that element range. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the range of the elements which you were checking. At first, you checked for that first and last occurrence question. I'm telling you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you were not checking if the element is greater than is equal to. You were checking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is right, but for updating the answer, you need to check if that value is equals to that value or not.
Yeah.
Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
It could have simply been solved if you have used a simple external if statement, or in that one where we are updating on the right hand side or the left hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you could have
Inside.
implemented a if statement inside it also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you missed on that small part.
Mm-hmm.
And you, the thing is that the segment trees won't come much.
Mm-hmm.
It comes very less, but you should know the basics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you
Okay.
should just know the basic things like the maximum, the range update function, just the
Mm-hmm.
building of the segment tree, and the addition of a particular range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Anything more? Any questions from your side? Do you want me to know? Do you have any questions for me?
No, like I don't have any question. Like I'll just say it was a good opportunity for me. Like it
Okay.
was new learning. So yeah.
It was happy to have you.
Do you have any question? If you can
No.
ask.
Okay. That's all for today.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Siddharth, for conducting this session, and thank you, Rajat, for joining in. I hope this session was helpful to a lot of viewers, and I kept reading the comments; they were very engaging. So, guys, please keep engaging like this, and please let us know if you want any more topics to discuss. We would surely take them up in the future. Thank you once again, both of you. Hope you have a nice day. Bye, everyone.